this morning when we filled up with gas, a guy was filling up his boat in his truck there, and he said, "Hey, she sure looks nice." And Betty said, "Thanks, I just did my hair this morning." And he said, "The car looks good too."
But it's just, I don't know, when you go to car shows in this day and time, you see a lot of women at car shows. And I tell them on the show all the time, now if you go to some of these cruises and car shows, you see a lot of teenagers coming with their parents because they have a good time. It's just fun.
Right. Good, wholesome fun.
So all you want to do with it now is just ride and guide and drive it.
Right.
What's some of the shows that y'all got, did you go to?
Well, most all of them around Alabama, and then sometime cruising the coast down in Mississippi.
Don't look like
And
we're
it's
going to get to
bad
go
right
for a
now.
while, yeah? They said they're going to have it this year. I don't see how, but, you know, I'm just going by what they say. So, and the interior, was it already done? Did you redo it?
No, it was all done just like that.
Just like it is when you got it. So you got the 55 Chevy. He got your coat on.
No, I have another one.
Oh, I started to say, he didn't have a name on it. He's got her coat. I tell you what, it's good looking 55. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
35,000 miles of that.
Actual. 35,000 actual miles. I had more miles on my truck in 2 months than you got on that 55. I drive a lot, though. We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. Economy Septic Tank, anywhere in Etowah County, Calhoun County. Tony Wood said just about anywhere. Him and his staff, his sons work with him. I tell you what, they do a super job. Septic tanks, digging field lines, anything you can imagine to deal with septic tank, Tony Woodard and his staff can do it. So give him a call today, no matter where you're at. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. Charter West Mortgage, Highway 231, Pell City, Alabama, or your mortgage specialist in the surrounding area. Lynn Miller and his staff are loan professionals in VA, FHA, and first-time mortgages. They also do second mortgages on your current home loan. They also assist families who have some credit problems, working with them over a few months period of time, trying to help them rebuild their credit so a home can be purchased. So when you find that home of your dreams, call Lynn Miller and his staff today, and they will help you make your dreams come true. Tell him I told you to call 205-338-5555. Piggly Wiggly, it's a grocery store that you've heard of for years. You know, I've heard of it ever since I was a child. You know, everybody knows Piggly Wiggly. They got stores in Odenville, they got them in Center, Cedar Bluff, and in Collinsville. Hey, the one up in Odenville has a cruise in the first Saturday night of every month to March till October. But visit any of these stores, tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by there, and remember, we'll see you at the Pig. Oxford Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Highway 78, McCullough Drive in Oxford, is your musical instrument headquarters for this area. They also have a large selection of handguns and long rifles. They pay top dollar on anything of value at Oxford Jewelry and Pawn. They have a large selection of mechanical tools and power tools. They now have same-day jewelry repair on location with the latest addition to their staff, Robert Henson, who is a certified master jeweler. Come by today and let Robert clean or repair your special jewelry. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Next vehicle, Mike Barnes, 1956 Chevrolet. Welcome to Big Boyz Toyz.
Thank you.
It's a two-tone, too. Like them two-tones. Tell me about your car.
It's a 1956 Bel Air, got a 350 Chevrolet engine, 350 transmission, 308 ratio rear end under. Just a Saturday night cruiser.
That 308, you can get good gas mileage on that route on the
It
highway.
does good.
What made you pick the 56?
My wife, she was wanting something in the 50s, and we went and looked shopping and bought this one 3.5 years ago for her, and we've just been tinkering with it, doing a little cosmetic work on it, changed the engine out.
Now, was it actually this color when you got it? Or?
It was this color. It was a copper and cream color from the factory, and it was changed to red and white.
Because a lot of 56 don't have the white stripe going up the side.
Yeah.
With the chrome around it. 56, I think they had, what, three different kinds, three different models?
Three different models.
Yeah.
150, 210, and a Bel Air.
I always liked the two-tone on the 56 because they kind of blended in where that stripe kind of breaks the red up going towards your front, but the back of it is going to be all white.
Yeah.
And you hadn't had it painted or anything since you had it?
No paint.
So it was like that, you know.
It was painted in '93.
Well, you keep the paints are good looking on it.
Keep it in the garage.
So what's some of the things that you've done? Like you said, cosmetic stuff.
We changed the engine out, changed the rear end out, gear out the rear end. Just cosmetic. Done the radio inside, and changed the carpet, just small stuff.
Now the engine, what did it have in it when you got it?
It had 327.
So you wanted to go to bigger engine, or?
Well, it had a ring stuck in it, and got smoking, so I just went with a crate engine.
So it's a whole lot. It was a whole lot easier buying a crate than what it was to rebuild that 327.
Yeah, a lot faster changing it out.
And 327s are hard to find. Probably hard to find some parts for them, but a small block, you should be able to find them around somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, the wheels and tires was on it when you
I
got it?
changed wheels and tires.
Now, what type are they?
That's Krager.
Now, Krager's, they've got new ones out now that look like Krager. The reason I asked you in front of the camera, these have got the spinners on it. Did you just,
I just ordered
you wanted the spinners
yeah.
instead of just a regular
I ordered the
caps?
spinners for it.
And Krager Mags has been around a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's
40 years. What else you want to do to it besides what you already done?
I like to put air in it and just some small stuff under the hood, like detail it a little more.
Well, you can actually put that vintage air on, and it's really not that hard. Well, and it's a whole lot better on the wives, because they said if it ain't got air conditioning, they don't want to go. But
It's too hot.
when we was teenagers, we didn't know what air conditioning was.
Oh, you knew that window, roll the window down.
Roll the window down and go, and it's still hot in Alabama back then, just like it is now. It wasn't no difference. 56 Bel Air, 55, 56, they stayed close. Then the 57s, 57's kind of animal of its own. And then the 58s, they changed up. Chevrolet did a lot of changing after 56 until they got up to the, 60, 61s are entirely different. 61 and 62 is really the closest of cars being lookalikes from the 55, 56. I don't know why Chevrolet done that. I'll tell you what, it's a good-looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the
Thank
show.
you.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're in Northport, Alabama, Southern Wheels Car Club. We're actually at Halsey's Heating and Cooling right here on Highway 43 in Northport. Tell you what, great people in the car club. They got a show coming up. I'm gonna try to get most of it in. If I get it wrong, Jack's out there. April the 1st, and it's gonna be at the same place, right? If you come in off of 359, I think is where I turn. 359 off the interstate view from Anniston, Oxford area. Just follow it to you're gonna go by it. You're gonna go right by that car show. Right before you cross over to the bridge. We was here last year. They had a great show. A lot of cars to look at, a lot of spectators. You need to come out April the 1st, 2006. We'll have flyers. I'll get Jack to give me some flyers. So if you see me at the World of Wheels, I'll have some of the flyers. We'll be right back. Cheatwood Hardwood, right here in Heflin, Alabama. Alvin and Peggy Cheatwood owners. They got over 30 years experience in hardwood flooring. They've been in business over 10 years. They're the best around. They got the Bono dust containment system. Ladies, what this means, they come in and redo your hardwood floors, make them look brand new, no matter how old they are, dust free. I mean, you can shake your curtains and you won't find dust on it. You wouldn't even know there's there hardly unless you open the door for them when they got there. I'll tell you what, they're great. They do great work. They got a showroom up there that's got all types of flooring, wood flooring, anything you need done. Call them today, Alvin or Peggy. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. Ray City Diner and McKeag Motel, Highway 77, exit 168 off I-20 in Lincoln, Alabama. Ray City Diner is open 24 hours a day. They have lunch specials each and every day during the week. Meat, vegetables, you cannot beat their prices and their food right there at Ray City Diner. You people that like breakfast, you can order breakfast 24 hours a day, and they'll cook it at Ray City Diner. Right across the street, McKeag Motel. Great rooms at great rates right on the side of the interstate. Call Wanda or Roy McKeag today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. You know, this day and time, our pets, well, they just like members of our family. So why not give them one-on-one personal service, personal care from the friendly staff at Greenbrier Animal Clinic on Greenbrier Road here in Anniston. You know, this time of the year, the fleas and the ticks, they're still here. The parasites and the heartworms disease, this is a year-round problem, and they have all the medication to treat this problem for your pets. They have grooming and boarding right here in the clinic. So give them a call today at 237-9585, and make sure you tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call.
Hey everybody, Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz. Let me tell you about a place called Tire Pro. Tire Pro has 4 locations in the Birmingham area, plus they distribute tires throughout the Southeast. Tire Pro has any kind of wheels, any kind of tires that you can imagine to put on your vehicle. They've got, if you want to go up from the 16s to the 22s, Tire Pro can do it. Also remember, Tire Pro is installing peace of mind. Don't ever forget that. When they put tires on, they want you safe on the roadway, and they'll do anything to make that vehicle safe. Hey, go by and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by and said they install peace of mind.
It's that time of year again, February 10th, 11th, and 12th. BJCC Birmingham, Alabama. The World of Wheels is back in Birmingham. Sonny McLean's got a great show lined up this year. A lot of activities, a lot of cars. Big Boyz Toyz will also be filming inside the BJCC Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You don't want to miss it. We're going to pick cars from inside the BJCC, film several episodes of Big Boyz Toyz. So call today, get online today, register. We'll see you at the World of Wheels 2006 in Birmingham, Alabama. El Camino, James Hudson. James, welcome back.
All right.
All right. Tell me a little bit about this one. First of all, let me ask you a question. He had an old car. Betty was telling me earlier. He had an old car and it was a Corvette. And Betty had to drive it one day because she couldn't get in the other ones or something, and she was going to go to church. And Greg, this is something me and you do. She got in the old Corvette and headed to church and said she was running. She thought about 20, so she's going to bump it up a little bit and bumped it up to about 40. Going to church now ain't about 4 miles. The trees was going by real fast. And she said she bumped it up to 50, and then it started vibrating real bad, and she slowed back down to 30. And went on to church, come back home from church, didn't have air conditioning. She said she was about to die. And her grandson was out there talking to her. Betty was looking at the tachometer instead of the speedometer. So she was running about 120 miles an hour going to church in a Corvette.
Right
Because
down
5,000 RPMs is moving, and she was right here on 43. I bet she was the talk of the town. Tell me about El Camino.
Well, it has a 400 small block. Got a mild cam. Now, somebody else built it. In other words, I've had it, I don't know, 10 or 12 years. I'm told that it's been a show car ever since it was new. Because I've talked to 7 people at car shows that said, oh, I used to own that. So it's been around.
It's always somebody gonna come up and offer them more than they can stand, and they gotta take it.
Well, I've been offered more than I can stand on that. I just hadn't sold it.
And so you want to keep it. And actually, what did it come? What kind of motor did it come with?
I think it was a small block, but it's a 400 small block now. It's not the big block.
Right. Running automatic.
Automatic, fire brakes, fire steering, air, you know, whatever you get on them.
Ford tried to compete with Chevrolet with the Rancheros for a while, but it wasn't nothing like the El Camino. And what all have you done to this one since you had it? I know you got the 8-inch rallies on it.
The rallies, now I have a set of those spoke ones like came with it, and I just hadn't put them on it. I can swap these off and put them on my vet. I have 4 vet. We have a couple of Cadillac convertibles that we let the top down and like to show off and show out and show up.
Now he's got Cadillacs. How big a shop you got?
A 50 by 100.
What else you want to do to this one?
I just drive it like it is.
Of all the cars, which one do you like driving the best?
A Corvette, a 74 convertible, it's bright yellow.
So you like driving it better than it?
I guess I'd have to say that.
That 55 was up here early now. I'm sure that thing gets attention.
Yes, it does.
Because it is a beautiful car. And this one's
Thank you.
beautiful. It'd be hard for me to decide which one I want to drive. I'll tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate
right.
you being on the show.
Thank
I need
you.
to come up and just do a show at his house. You're going up at his house, do a whole show right there. We'll be right back.
So you want the best deal on a pre-owned automobile? Ron Newton does it again. Announcing the car, truck, and SUV summer sell-off. Record Sales has brought in a huge selection of late model trade-ins inspected by Ron Newton himself before they're ever put on the lot. Make an offer on the best selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Ron Newton's summer sell-off is only for a limited time at Ron Newton Used Cars, top of the hill, Quintard, Anniston.
Now, Cheehaw Harley-Davidson, right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road. They're your Harley-Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley-Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith and George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Charles Harley-Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. St. Clair Auto Parts, they're your Napa dealer for this area. They're on 78 right there in Pell City. Open on Sundays from 12 to 5 with delivery within a 10-mile radius. Tractors, lawnmowers, boats, cars, doesn't make any difference. They got the parts right there. They make hydraulic hoses right there in the store. Any kind of tools you want, they've got. If they don't have your part, they can get it overnight from Birmingham, Atlanta, or Knoxville. So go by there on Sunday and get a part. Mention Big Boyz Toys, get a special discount. Remember, 170 years combined sales experience in that place. Tell them I sent you by. If you want to go out for the eating or fine dining, you can find it right here in downtown Anniston at Classic Old Noble. The atmosphere is set for a quiet dinner for 2 or a party for 20. They have a lounging area upstairs so you can have a drink with a friend or a business associate. They also have a seating available upstairs in a nice quiet atmosphere. Classic Old Noble also caters for special events and parties for any amount of people from 2 to 20 to 200. Stop by Classic Old Noble today and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. Next vehicle, 1957 Chevrolet. Let me get that right. I was going to try to call him Justin. Randy Pate. Welcome to Big Boyz Toys, and Justin Pate. Welcome to Big Boyz Toys. Tell me a little bit about your car, Randy.
Well, it's a 1957 two-door Bel Air, original Bel Air car. One owner car. I'm the second owner of the car. I've watched the car all my life, and it's been completely all-frame restoration to it.
Is this the actual color it came?
No, it's not the actual color. That's a rod and custom color turquoise.
How did you get to be the second owner of a 57 Chevrolet? Because everybody's sitting there saying, now wait a minute.
Well, when I was a kid, the gentleman that owned this car lived right up above me. And he lived there for 25, 30 years. And I'd watch him go by, and he'd every day back for to work when I was a kid out in the yard, about 7, 8 years old. Actually, he parked it about 4 years ago. When he parked it, he thought he was saving it, and he pulled it up, covered it up with the tar. And it burned all the paint off of it.
Yeah.
Everything. It just...
What is Miss Pate's name?
Miss Pate.
I mean,
Peggy.
Peggy. Oh, you didn't want to come up here? It makes no difference. Look right over there, Peggy. Like he's getting a close-up now, Peggy. We go. I know. You want my picture? All you got to do is get my picture, go to the post office. They got them hanging everywhere, you know. I got that out of the way. Okay. Something like this, you know, you can about name your price in a book because they want something like this. But the cars is just, the old cars has just got so high. You can't buy any old car, no matter if it's rusty or not, at a good buy like you used to. Justin, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
12 years old? You got 4 years till you drive. You think it's any way possible in this world you're going to drive that to school?
Yes, sir. They came and picked me up in it the other day.
I didn't say nothing about picking you up in it. You might can butter him up in 6 years for the prom. Because I know my daddy used to wouldn't let me drive his either, so don't feel bad. Would you pull, what size motor and all's in this one?
It's got a 350 engine in it. It's 73 model 350. It's been built. 276 split duration camshaft in it. Running 280 gears under the rear. 400 turbo in it.
It's all the comforts of home. So anything else you want to do to it?
It's a work in progress right now. It's just, that's what I told Reggie when he asked me to come over. I told him, I said, man, I'm not going over in that thing. Cause
Justin, do you get to wash it?
No, sir, not really. I have to dust it off.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to go out on a limb, you know, lay out on this limb. If he ain't going to let you wash it, I kind of doubt you're going to drive it.
You usually don't need wash.
What you need to do is from now to when you're 16, go out there and wash it and buff it and work on it, and wipe the bottom off, butter him up. Still ain't going to drive it, but it'll work. You can try. Tell you what, good looking 57. Appreciate you being on. Justin, good luck, son. You're going to need it. And ladies, where you going to school at, Justin?
Lloydwood.
Northwood?
Lloydwood.
Lloydwood, that's here in Northport?
Yes, sir.
What grade you in?
7.
You got anybody you want to say hello to? Because they can watch Big Boyz Toys here.
I guess I'll say hey to my friend Sally McKinney.
Sal McKinney? I meant a woman, man. Any girls you want to say hey to? Girls, y'all see this face? He'll pick you up on the 10-speed. He ain't driving this. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, Barry Miller for Big Boyz Toys. First of all, I want to thank you for watching Big Boyz Toys because it's you people watching the show and the sponsors that makes Big Boyz Toys. You see the sponsors on this backboard? These sponsors are what bring Big Boyz Toys to you each and every week. I mean, if you need anything, carpet, car, painted, whatever, any sponsor on this backboard that you need, give them a call today. Tell them you watch Big Boyz Toys, you appreciate them sponsoring the show, and you want to use their services. Also, we're getting our calendar ready for 2006. If you're watching this show, I don't care if you're in Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, Decatur, Coleman, wherever you're at, you've got a car show coming up in 2006, you'd like for us to come in and film at your car show and try to help bring more cars in there, give me a call today, 256-283-4404. And if I don't have something booked that day, guarantee you we'll try our best to come to your car show. So give me a call today. Thanks for watching. Bates Food Mart right on Quintard Avenue, right beside China Luck before you go into Anniston. BP dealer for this area. Stop by and see Victor or Danielle Bates today for all of your convenience store needs. They have cigarette specials each and every week. Coke specials, whether it be the 12-pack or the liter, they're always on special at Bates Food Mart. Hey, also you notice he's got just about anything you need in that store. Snacks, cold beer, wines, all kinds of wines, specialty wines. Stop by today, see him, tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by.
Ron's Automotive and Custom Rods right here in Leeds, Alabama. Tell you what, any kind of vehicle you've got that you want restored, he builds custom rods, but if you've got the regular 66 Chevelle, Mustang, whatever, Ron and his staff can bring it back up from, and if it's rusty, whatever, they build it back up and make you a show car, you'll be proud to go anywhere. They also have an automotive section. Shane, his son, runs the automotive section, so you people that's got just tune-ups you need done, brake jobs done, whatever, go by today, tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by.
Quality Cuts, Family Hair Care Centers, 211 South Quintard, right across from Superior Jeep, Anniston, Alabama. They do haircuts, chemical services. Chemical services mean they can, they can do the highlights, they can do the perms, they can do the coloring. They do anything there. They also have waxing, skin care, facials. They do that also. Hey, guess what? 2 massage therapists on staff. These are licensed massage therapists right there, so you can get a massage, and these people know what they're doing. Stop by and see Rita or one of her staff. Tell her Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. If you dream of getting away for the weekend with your family from the hustle and bustle, Turner's Outdoor Center right here in Stemley Bridge Road in Pell City, Alabama has the answer for you. They have a 36-foot SRV starting at just $350 per month. You want something a little smaller? 24-footer starting at $160 per month. This is with no down payment and a super interest rate starting at 7.25%. Great part is no payment for 90 days. They service all of the units right there on their location. Hey, new location opening soon, Emory Crossroads and I-20. So give Billy Turner or one of his sales staff a call today. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. Next vehicle, Eddie Acreage, a 1954 Studebaker. Eddie, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. I kept thinking 55. I said, no, it ain't. Tell me about your car.
Well, as you can see, it's a Studebaker. It's a crossbreed amongst many.
Crossbreed amongst many. All right, now, y'all listen up. We're going to tell you what all's in this Studebaker.
To start with, it has a Chevrolet motor, a Ford rear end, Nissan seats, Buick brakes, Richmond trans, and Volkswagen paint.
That's a heck of a mix, man. You had 6 cars in one.
Probably more than that. That's what I can think of right offhand.
So why the Studebaker? You just said because you don't see a lot of these around. The World of Wheels, I've seen a couple, and they're beautiful cars, but you never see them. They didn't crush them all, I know. Where they at?
There weren't that many made to begin with. Mm-hmm. And I had an uncle had one when I was a kid. Fell in love with it. Wanted one ever since.
What size motor you got in? Small block?
No, it's a 454 Chevrolet.
Big motor.
The bigger the better.
Hey, and one thing you forgot, y'all, when he was describing this car, Texaco gas. Because if he's got a 454, he got some gas in there.
It doesn't take a lot.
How far you go?
How far you know to go?
It ain't going to take you a lot to go back over at that crib.
A gallon maybe.
Gallon. So, what color red do you call this?
This is Volkswagen Beetle red.
Volkswagen Beetle red. Oh, well, it looks like red to me. Did you do most of the work on the car?
Well, I spent 6 years on it. I did not paint it, and I did not sew the upholstery. But everything else is basically my work.
And the console and all that, you fabricated that?
Yeah.
Because I knew it didn't come like
No,
that,
no.
but the way the console and all that.
The only thing Studebaker about it is the body.
And the steering wheel's still Studebaker, ain't it? No.
No, that's a Chevelle.
His name.
I didn't mention it because it's a Chevrolet.
Yeah, I thought it's a Chevrolet. You didn't mention the Chevelle. The brake pedal's off of what?
Camaro.
I'd like for him to write down on a piece of paper everything that's in this car. Boy, they got gone, didn't they? Taking that car to the house.
You need a big piece of paper.
Big piece of paper to write it. Are you from here in this area?
I was born and raised in South Alabama, but I've been here 30 years.
It's good country up here. It's a lot of nice people, good-looking cars. I mean, I come up for their show last year in April, and it's cars everywhere. And you're right close to Mississippi, so a lot of them come over across the line too.
Yeah.
Well, you did a great job on that car. And the Studebaker's got a trunk in them, won't quit.
Well, it's long and low.
Just stack it low.
Yeah.
You put a lot in it, just stack it low.
Well, it's pretty full of wheel tubs and fuel cells.
I ain't gonna ask you what they come off of.
Homemade.
Homemade. Tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show. While you're sitting here, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the show this week. We're at Halsey's Heating and Cooling, Highway 43, Northport, Alabama, the Southern Wheels Car Club. You know, we was here last year in January. You didn't get to see all the cars, so we're back this year. They got some great cars, great people. They got a show coming up April the 1st right here in Tuscaloosa. You need to show up because they put on a heck of a show. I want to thank Reggie Halsey, Cindy, Jack Parsons, all the people in the Southern Wheels Car Club. Tune in next week. We're going to still be here in Northport, Alabama, showing you 9 more of their cars. Tell everybody goodbye.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next time on Big Boyz Toyz.